You know what your problem is? You're too comfortable. You want everything handed to you on a silver platter without any effort. You think the world owes you something, and that's where you're dead wrong. Here's what you need to hear. Katseye sacrificed everything. Your comfort-addicted generation never would. When I say everything, I mean it. This isn't some feel-good story about finding success while lounging on your couch. This is about grit, sweat, and the harsh reality that you're avoiding. First, let's talk about time. Katseye gave up every waking hour. They didn't have the luxury of 8-hour workdays or weekends off. They worked 16, 18 hours a day, every day, without whining about it. You complain about having to work a 40-hour week. Katseye laughed at 40 hours. They saw it as a starting point, not the finish line. You come home after your shift and binge-watch some show for 5 hours, feeling entitled to relaxation, as if you've earned it just by existing. Cut the BS. If you want to be anywhere near as successful as Katseye, you need to understand that grinding doesn't end when the clock hits 5. It's just getting started. Imagine working from 6 in the morning until midnight. That's right, 18 hours, every single day. No weekends, no holidays. While you're scrolling through social media, they're out there hustling. They're making connections, learning new skills, and pushing past limits you've never even approached. Want to know why you're not where you want to be? Because you spend more time dreaming about success than working for it. Stop lying to yourself. Here's the real deal. Katseye knew the value of hard work, something your generation seems to have forgotten. They didn't have a safety net to catch them if they fell. Every decision, every move was a risk, and they were willing to take it. They didn't have the luxury of second chances because failure meant starting over from scratch. You, on the other hand, are afraid to take a single step without a backup plan. You're terrified of failure, so you never even try. That's weakness, plain and simple. Let me give you 5 real-world examples to drive this home. First, Katseye didn't hesitate to put everything on the line for a single opportunity. They sold their car, their home, and any possessions they could to fund their dreams. They didn't care about material stuff because they were laser-focused on their goal. Second, they moved to new cities, even new countries, if it meant getting closer to their ambition. They left friends and family behind. They didn't have time for comfort zones. Third, they were always the first to arrive and the last to leave. While others clocked out, they stayed on, learning, improving, growing. Fourth, they faced countless rejections and failures. But instead of whining about it, they learned and adapted. Fifth, they invested every cent they earned back into their future, living on the bare minimum so they could build something great. Your excuses? I've heard them all. I don't have time. Really? Katseye had the same 24 hours you do. I don't have the money. Then make sacrifices. Sell your stuff. Live simpler. Find a way instead of another excuse. I don't have the skills. Then learn them. There are countless free resources online. You just need to stop being lazy and start searching. I'm scared of failing. Everyone is. The difference is Katseye faced their fears head on. I'm waiting for the right time. Newsflash. There's no perfect time. There's only now. You want to know how to change this? Start by organizing your day. Wake up at 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. Use those early hours for deep work and planning. Spend at least 2 hours each day learning something new. I don't care if it's coding, marketing, or a language. Just pick something and focus. Dedicate 4 hours to your main job or side hustle. Make those hours count. Block all distractions and work with intent. In the evening, take 2 hours to build connections or network. Use social media wisely to reach out to people who are where you want to be. Ask for advice, offer help, and build genuine relationships. Before bed, spend 1 hour reflecting on your day and planning the next. Write down what you achieved, what you learned, and what you'll improve tomorrow. If you don't do this, here's what happens. You stay stuck. Nothing changes. You keep dreaming without doing, wishing without working. You'll look back in 10 years and wonder why you never made it, why you're still in the same place while others have moved on. You'll realize too late that you wasted precious time on excuses and comfort when you should have been grinding. Here's why this works. It forces you to confront your weaknesses. It pushes you out of your comfort zone and makes you accountable. Day one will be tough. You'll feel tired, overwhelmed, maybe even question if it's worth it. But that's good. It means you're growing. By day 7, you'll start noticing changes. You'll be more disciplined, more focused. By day 30, you'll have built new habits. And by day 90, you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. So listen up. Stop being weak. Stop hiding behind excuses. You owe it to yourself to at least try. Katseye didn't sacrifice everything to hear your excuses. They did it to show you the way. It's not easy, and it's not supposed to be, but that's what makes it worth it. Get real. Wake up and start working for what you want. You can't just sit back and let life happen to you. You need to take it by the horns and steer it in the direction you want to go. Let's squash the final excuse, but I need my downtime. Sure, everyone needs a break, but your idea of downtime is skewed. You think you need hours of it, but in reality, you need no more than 30 minutes a day to recharge. Use that time wisely. Meditate, read a book that teaches you something new, or exercise to clear your mind. Don't waste it staring blankly at the screen, consuming mindless content that adds zero value to your life. Katseye sacrificed the comfort of downtime because they knew that rest can be found in work if it's something you're passionate about. They found energy in progress, not in procrastination. You're scared of being tired, but you need to understand that tiredness is a sign of effort, of movement, of going somewhere. If you're not tired at the end of the day, it means you haven't pushed yourself hard enough. Stop fearing the fatigue that comes from hard work. Embrace it. Let it fuel you to wake up the next day and do it all over again. Let's talk about plans, another area where many of you fall short. You think that having a vague dream is enough, that you'll somehow stumble into success. Stop lying to yourself. Dreams without plans are just fantasies. Katseye knew this, and they meticulously mapped out their goals. They didn't just say they wanted to succeed. They outlined every step they needed to get there. They created timelines, set deadlines, and held themselves accountable. They adjusted their plans as needed, but they never lost sight of their end goal. Start by setting specific, measurable goals. What do you want to achieve in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? Write it down. Break it down into actionable steps. What do you need to accomplish each month, each week, each day to get there? Set deadlines for each step. Hold yourself accountable. Review your progress regularly. Adjust as necessary, but never lose focus. Without a plan, you're aimlessly wandering, hoping for the best without doing the work. You might say, but I don't know where to start. Here's the truth. That's just another excuse. The internet is full of resources, guides, and communities ready to help you. You don't need to know everything from the start. You just need to start. Take the first step and learn as you go. You'll make mistakes. You'll have setbacks. But every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Katseye didn't start out knowing everything, but they never let that stop them. They learned on the job. They made mistakes, but they also made progress. You have access to more information and resources than any generation before you. You have the power to learn anything from anywhere at any time. But what do you do with it? You scroll through social media, watch endless videos, and ignore the wealth of knowledge at your fingertips. Wake up. Use the tools you have. Invest your time in learning skills that will take you to the next level. Let's address one last excuse. But I'm just one person. Katseye was one person too, and look at what they achieved. Being alone is not a limitation. It's an opportunity. It means you don't have to rely on anyone else. You can make decisions without compromise. You can move fast without waiting for others. Embrace the freedom that comes with being solo. Build your network, but don't depend on it. Use it to learn and grow, but never let it be a crutch. In the end, it's all about choice. You can choose to stay comfortable and stagnant, or you can choose to wake up, cut the BS, and start building the life you want. Remember, Katseye sacrificed everything to show you that it's possible. They paved the way so you wouldn't have to. But you still have to walk the path. Get up. Get moving. Time waits for no one, and neither does success.